lives in Myanmar, the country we used to call Burma, which has for the last 4 years been ripped apart by civil war.
China has been supporting the military junta in Myanmar since the start of the civil war.
$800 million. That's the value of just one Chinese nickel plant attacked in Myanmar's ongoing civil conflict. Now, multiply that risk across billions in investments, and you begin to understand why China is taking unprecedented steps to secure its economic lifeline. On October the 22nd, 2024, China and Myanmar's military junta formalized plans for a joint security company. This move aims to protect China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative against the rising tide of instability. The question is, at what cost to Myanmar's sovereignty and the region's delicate power balance? Imagine a colossal economic artery stretching from China's Yunnan province to Myanmar's Kyokpyu port on the Bay of Bengal. This is the China-Myanmar Economic Corridor, known as CMEC, a cornerstone of China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative. The CMEC is a network of infrastructure projects designed to transform Myanmar's landscape and China's access to the Indian Ocean. At its core, the CMEC comprises an intricate web of high-speed railways, highways, and pipelines, connecting major cities and transporting vital resources directly to China's energy-hungry industries. Special economic zones strategically positioned along the route promise to catalyze economic growth, potentially boosting Myanmar's GDP by 12% and generating millions of jobs. However, this grand vision faces a daunting reality. The CMEC's planned routes cut through some of Myanmar's most volatile regions, where ethnic armed groups have been embroiled in decades-long conflicts with the central government. These turbulent areas pose a significant threat to the corridor's stability and the safety of Chinese investments. For China, the CMEC represents more than economic opportunity, it's a strategic imperative. The corridor offers a vital alternative route for energy supplies, circumventing the Malacca Strait, a potential checkpoint in any future conflict. This strategic advantage underscores the CMEC's importance in China's geopolitical calculations. As Chinese projects have expanded in Myanmar, they've become increasingly vulnerable to attacks. Armed groups, viewing these investments as extensions of the military government they oppose, have targeted Chinese assets with escalating frequency and severity. The scale of these attacks ranges from small-scale sabotage to large-scale assaults, disrupting dozens of Chinese-backed projects and putting billions of dollars in investments at risk. The economic ramifications of this instability are profound. Crucial infrastructure projects face delays or cancellation, jeopardizing the CMEC's potential to reshape Myanmar's economic landscape. As the security situation deteriorates, China finds itself at a crossroads, forced to reassess its approach to the CMEC and its broader strategy in Southeast Asia. Beijing's growing concern over the security of its investments in Myanmar has set the stage for an unprecedented move, one that could fundamentally alter the geopolitical dynamics of the region. The CMEC, once envisioned as a path to mutual prosperity, now stands as a testament to the complex interplay between the economic ambition and geopolitical rally in one of Asia's most volatile regions. China's unprecedented move to form a joint security company with Myanmar's military junta has sent shockwaves through the international community. This venture, aimed at protecting Chinese investments and personnel in Myanmar, raises significant legal and sovereignty questions. Myanmar's 2008 constitution prohibits foreign troop deployment, yet Beijing frames this initiative as a company in a joint venture, potentially sidestepping accusations of military intervention while maintaining strategic control. The proposed company structure and operations remains largely unknown, but experts speculate it could extend beyond typical private security roles. Concerns arise that this venture might facilitate arms shipments to the junta and operate with fewer restrictions than other security firms. This development raises the possibility of Chinese security personnel actively participating in the junta's conflict against pro-democracy forces, drawing comparisons to controversial operations like Russia's Russia's Wagner Group. This security arrangement in Myanmar represents a significant escalation in both scope and potential impact compared to China's existing private security operations globally. It underscores Beijing's growing concern over the vulnerability of its massive investments in the country, particularly the strategic China-Myanmar economic corridor. With billions of dollars at stake, China appears willing to risk international criticism to secure its economic interests. The formation of this joint security company could have far-reaching implications for Myanmar's ongoing civil conflict and the broader geopolitical balance in Southeast Asia. It raises critical questions about the potential escalation of tensions or the possibility of bringing stability to the region. Moreover, this bold move by China may prompt responses from other nations in Southeast Asia, potentially altering the dynamics of international security and economic relations in the region. China's security venture in Myanmar marks a potential shift in Beijing's approach to protecting its interests abroad. While Chinese private security companies have traditionally focused on safeguarding infrastructure projects and investments linked to the Belt and Road Initiative, the joint security company being established with Myanmar's military junta suggests a more aggressive posture. This new entity in Myanmar bears striking similarities to Russia's Wagner Group, a private military company that has become a powerful tool of Moscow's foreign policy. Like Wagner, the Chinese joint venture could operate with fewer restrictions and potentially involve heavily armed personnel. There are already indications of this shift, as the company is known to facilitate arms shipments and deliveries to the junta. The key difference lies in the scope and the nature of operations. While Wagner has engaged in direct combat roles and covert military activities across multiple continents, China's security presence in Myanmar appears more focused on protecting specific interests and assets. However, experts speculate that this joint venture might introduce a new dynamic, possibly leading to a more militarized approach than typical Chinese private security companies. This development has raised concerns that the new Chinese security company could take an active role in the junta's fight against pro-democracy forces. The potential for mission creep is a significant worry, as the company's involvement could escalate beyond its initial mandate, mirroring Wagner's controversial expansions in various conflict zones. As this security company takes shape, its impact on Myanmar's internal conflict and the broader geopolitical landscape of Southeast Asia could be profound. The evolution of China's security presence in the region may alter the delicate balance of power, introducing a new element of complexity to an already volatile situation. While it is premature to declare this venture a full-fledged Chinese equivalent to Wagner, the parallels in approach and potential for expanded influence are undeniable. Myanmar's civil conflict has reached a critical juncture, with the capture of Lashio by pro-democracy forces in August 2024 marking a significant territorial gain and undermining the military junta's control. Against this backdrop, China's decision to form a joint security company with Myanmar's military government takes on profound significance, potentially altering the dynamics of the internal conflict. This move by Beijing signals a lack of confidence in the junta's ability to protect Chinese investments, likely leading to increased militarization of Myanmar's security landscape. As China deploys resources to safeguard its economic interests, the power balance between the military government and pro-democracy forces could shift once again. The Myanmar National Unity Government, known as NUG, representing the pro-democracy movement, has responded with a nuanced approach, emphasizing its commitment to safeguarding lawful investments and fostering friendly relations with neighboring countries. This stance indicates a willingness to engage with China, even in the event of a democratic transition. However, the establishment of a Chinese private security company in Myanmar raises serious concerns about the potential erosion of national sovereignty. The junta's collaboration with a foreign entity in matters of internal security blurs the lines between economic cooperation and potential foreign intervention, setting a precedent with far-reaching implications for the region. The deployment of this Chinese private security company is viewed as a critical move for the junta's survival, coming amid sustained financial and military support from Beijing. This steadfast support could prolong the struggle and complicate efforts to restore democratic governance in Myanmar. As this security company takes shape, its impact on Myanmar's ongoing civil conflict could be profound. The key question emerges: will this development stabilize the situation and allow for economic growth, or will it further entrench the military's power and exacerbate existing tensions, reshaping not only Myanmar's future, but also China's evolving role in Southeast Asia? China's security venture in Myanmar represents a significant shift in its approach to protecting overseas investment. This move blurs the lines between economic cooperation and potential military intervention, raising concerns about sovereignty and regional stability. As China's economic presence in Southeast Asia expands, its needs to safeguard these interests grows, potentially leading to more assertive security measures across the region. The future of China's involvement in Southeast Asia hinges on a delicate balance between providing much-needed infrastructure and economic opportunities and the risks associated with increasing security involvement. This dilemma extends beyond Myanmar as other nations in the region weigh the benefits and risks of Chinese investment. China's actions in Myanmar serve as a critical indicator of its broader ambitions in Southeast Asia. The outcome of this security venture could influence Beijing's future strategies, shaping how it navigates the complex interplay between economic interests and regional stability. The international community closely monitors these developments, recognizing their potential to significantly impact the geopolitical dynamics of Southeast Asia in the coming years.